Hey, Living in Liberty with Peewee out here doing just a little fishing on a Saturday morning in and around Smith Fork Creek. I've got my trusty little Zebco 33 Micro Mini little spinning reel. About a $20 rig here from Academy, I think is where I bought this. I got two of these. I've got one for me and one for Hannah. And it does the trick. In creek fishing, it's a small rod, and it's strong enough. I've caught a little red-eye bass, little rock bass in this creek, and maybe a little small largemouth or two. But someone would say maybe that I've got too small of a reel. The key to this is getting a line in the water. The different size reel or the rig doesn't matter a whole lot. You know, if you don't have a line in the water, then you don't have a line in the water. But if you have a hook in the water and you're using a Micro Mini Zebco, or you're using some really expensive rod and reel setup, at the end of the day, they can both catch fish. And I kind of liken it to this: if you're a pastor watching this, or you're a Christian watching this, and you'd say, you know what, I don't know if I can do any good in trying to fish for men. I don't have all the skills. I don't have maybe you're pastoring, like I don't pastor a big church, and or maybe you're not around a ton of people, but you are around some people. And maybe you feel like you can't talk that well. Listen, just get the line in the water. Just be telling somebody about Jesus Christ. So big or small reel, expensive or inexpensive rod and reel, I don't know if that matters a whole lot. It might matter in some situations, but here at this creek, I don't think it matters. And listen, in soul winning, it's not about how talented you are or how gifted any of us are in terms of people skills and all that. It's about getting a line in the water, meaning that you and I are trying to fish for men, and we're talking to people about the Lord Jesus Christ. That's the main thing. So me casting that line in the water, it's about me trying to present the gospel, sharing a witness with somebody. And I can do that here in a small town like Liberty. I've also done that in the cities. I've done that in and around Lebanon, larger cities like Cincinnati. I pastored up there for a while. Mainly just got to get the line in the water. Oh, do I have fish on? No, I'm hung up. Hey, listen, every now and then you get hung up. Every now and then things don't go as planned. I get that. Listen, thanks for tuning in today. I may be back in just a moment as well. Gonna do a little fishing. Take care. I got hung up again. No luck so far. You know, that's the way it is when you're fishing. Sometimes you catch a fish, sometimes you don't. And when you're fishing for men, that's really the way it is. But you keep casting, you keep fishing for men, and who knows? Next thing you know, you see someone get saved. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, we're here on Adamson Branch and Clear Fork, and this is this spring. I don't know, I guess it's called Cave Springs, perhaps. But right there, you can see the water bubbling up. We'll zoom in a little bit. Now, on this other side, this is definitely a spring. It's not coming from the other side of the road. If you're new to DeKalb County, or maybe you're watching this from Kentucky or Ohio, you would think that on the other side of this road, then there would be a creek. No, there's a field. So over here, we have this spring, and they say, legend has it, rumor has it, that people have tied a brick on like 100 feet of rope or more and lowered it down into that hole, and they run out of rope. It would keep going. And so this area is full of caves. And I think in this part of our county, like in the southwestern part of DeKalb County, I think we have over 105 caves, something like that. And that sounds like a lot, but when you look at Sparta or White County, the eastern portion of White County has over 1,000 caves that have been documented. So, but still 100 or so caves is amazing. But right here, we've got this spring coming up, and you can see that water. It's running down, and that runs into Clear Fork, where I was just fishing. And it keeps water cold, and it keeps the water moving. Clear Fork then runs into Smith Fork Creek back about, I guess, 1/8 of a mile behind the church back there. But you think about this cave here, or this spring, and how deep it is. I'll tell you this, I only know something that can compete with this, and that's getting to know the Lord. It's a deep thing. Getting to know Him, the more you know Him, the more you want to know Him more. You never get to a place where you think you've hit the bottom, or you found it all, or you know it all, or you know Him as much as you can. Why? Because He's God. He's absolutely God. And anyhow, living in liberty with Peewee today. I'm out doing a little fishing, a little breezy today. Listen, I've got a future video coming where you're going to see that Peewee and Dickie, we purchased a used ski boat. It's a fishing ski boat. So I'll be watching for a future episode where we kind of show that boat and perhaps have it out on the lake and shoot some video. We've already been out once. The boat is really solid. I think it runs great. But be watching for some videos from that. But this Living in Liberty with Peewee. Thanks for tuning in today. Take care.